Good morning, my dear friends. In this chapter, electrolysis, we had studied till point 7. Now, 8th point is oxidation. So far, we were knowing that addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen is oxidation, and just vice versa. Okay, what is reduction? Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen is your reduction. We had studied these things. Okay. Removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen is your reduction, and oxidation, addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen is oxidation. One more thing is there. This is called electronic concept. So what is then oxidation? Oxidation is a process in which an atom or an ion loses electrons. You see here zinc. If you remember zinc, what is the atomic number of zinc? It is 30. So what will be the configuration of zinc? 2, 8, 18, 2. It is 30. So it will lose its outermost electron and becomes positively charged. So all the metals lose electron and they get oxidized, and after oxidation they form positive charge, positive ion or cation. Here calcium, its atomic number is 20, so configuration will be 2, 8, 8, 2. It will lose this electron, outermost electron. So after losing, this becomes oxidized. This becomes oxidized. Here are one more thing, atoms or ions. See, likewise this is sodium or zinc. Now this is F, two positive charges, means here iron, it is in the ferrous, it is ferrous ion. When it loses one more electron, it becomes ferric ion. Ferric ion. These are the examples. So this ferrous ion is oxidized to ferric ion. Then these things we have studied in class 8 and 9 also. Oxidation can be defined in another way. So it can also be defined as a what? It is a chemical process in which there is an addition of oxygen. First, so far, up to here only, up to oxygen. Addition of oxygen. Here when carbon is burnt, anything burns in presence of oxygen will form carbon dioxide. Here carbon, here is oxygen. Oxygen is added in carbon, means there is an addition of oxygen in carbon. So carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide. Similarly, magnesium after burning is oxidized to form magnesium oxide. So in these above reactions, carbon and magnesiums, they are oxidized and they are forming carbon dioxide and magnesium oxide. Now removal of hydrogen. Now if you see, here is hydrogen plus sulfur, hydrogen sulfide. Here is only sulfur. What it was? H2S plus, you see, it was H2S plus chlorine. Here is sulfur plus HCl. Now this sulfur was with H2S. Here it was what? Hydrogen plus sulfur. From this sulfur, this hydrogen is removed, and after removal of hydrogen, now it becomes only sulfur. So here hydrogen sulfide is oxidized to sulfur. Here are some examples. We should know these things. Magnesium dioxide, red lead. What is red lead? It is lead monoxide. This one is lead dioxide, and this Pb3O4 is called red lead. These all are the oxidizing agents. So now question arises, what is oxidizing agent? An oxidizing agent is one that oxidizes the substances. See, we say bus agent. Who is bus agent? Driver is a bus agent. Conductor is a bus agent. Those who supplies tickets are the bus agent. They give facility for the movement of bus. They are called bus agent. Likewise, the substances which provides facility for oxidation are called oxidizing agent. What facility do they provide? Then oxidizing agents are those substances which oxidizes the other substances either by accepting electrons. Now, if it gains electron, this will be reduction by electrons or by providing oxygen. If you see here, manganese dioxide or lead dioxide, they lose oxygen. They provide oxygens. So, which can provide oxygen or electronegative ion, means which can provide oxygen. Oxygen is a nonmetal. Nonmetals are also called as your anions or electronegative elements. This line I had told you incorrect, my dear friends. I told you that oxygen is a nonmetal, it forms anions, so they are called electronegative. No, in fact it is that, I am sorry for my words, oxygen is a nonmetal. Nonmetal always gains electron and forms anions. This is fact. All the nonmetals are also called electronegative elements. So, or by providing oxygen or electronegative elements, by removing hydrogen. Here hydrogen is considered as metal, though it is a non-metal, but hydrogen acts some property it shows like metals, that it can lose electron. Hydrogen shows the property of metals. Hydrogen can gain electron. It shows the property of non-metal also. So here, this means removal of hydrogens. Now hydrogen sulfide, if we can see, hydrogen sulfide is here. Hydrogen plus these things we had seen just right now. Hydrogen sulfide, it provides hydrogen. Sulfur removes hydrogen. So they are oxidizing agent. Just opposite is the case with the reduction. In oxidation, what we had studied in electronic concept, the loss of electron is called oxidation. In the oxidation, not a reduction, in oxidation, what was electronic concept? The oxidation is a process in which atoms loses electron. It was in oxidation, but here is just reverse case, gains electron. Now here, this is your copper ion. Cupric ion, when it gains electron, it becomes neutral copper. Ferric ion, when gains electron, ferric ion, it forms ferrous ion. Here is your stannous ion. When gains electron, it forms neutral. Or we had studied that when chlorine gains electron, what it becomes? Chloride ion. Here chlorine gains electron, and after gaining electron it forms chloride ion. So this neutral chlorine is reduced. Likewise, when sodium loses electron, it becomes sodium ion. How it has become ion? How it has become positive ion? By losing electron. Otherwise it was neutral. ये तो बेचारा neutral था. It was neutral after losing one electron. Now it has become positively charged. Now how it will become neutral once again? Here sodium is oxidized, but the same sodium ion after gaining one electron will become neutral. Here sodium ion gains electron and it becomes neutral. The sodium ion is reduced. So here gain of electron is your oxidation. Then what was in the case of oxidation? The oxidation is defined as a process which involves addition of oxygen. Here it was addition of oxygen. Here is removal of oxygen. Then it was either addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. But in reduction, instead of removal of hydrogen, there will be addition of oxidation, addition of hydrogen. If we see here is copper oxide reacts with hydrogen. From this copper was associated with oxygen. But where is oxygen? That oxygen has been removed. So from this copper oxide, oxygen is removed and it forms copper. This copper oxide is reduced to copper. Similarly, zinc oxide after removal of oxygen is reduced to zinc. It is here copper 2 oxide and zinc 2 oxide are reduced to copper and this. Then addition of hydrogen. See, here is chlorine. But what is here? Chlorine plus hydrogen. Here hydrogen is added to whom? Chlorine. Hydrogen is added to chlorine. So there is an addition of hydrogen to whom? This chlorine. So this chlorine is reduced to hydrogen chloride. Here is chlorine. From here it is ammonia. Here chlorine once again gains hydrogen. Hydrogen is added, so this chlorine is reduced to hydrogen chloride. Now once again, just like your oxidizing agent, what a reducing agent? A reducing agent is one which reduces the other substance. How it will reduce? By providing electrons. By providing electrons. Who will provide electrons? All the metals loses and becomes oxidized, but these electrons are gained by the non-metals. If the metals will not lose electron, how the non-metals will gain electron? So for the non-metals, these metals loses electrons. So my dear students, all the metals are good reducing agent. This was a question of 1 marks. Metals are reducing agent. You have, it was the question I think of 15 or 16. First question it was in section 1, means section A. First question was this one, the same one. So reducing agent by providing electrons or by providing hydrogens or electropositive ions or by removing oxygens. Once again I would like to say you, here oxygen means nonmetals, or nonmetals are also called electronegative elements. They form negative ions, or we can say they form electronegative ions, means anion. So these were the examples. Hydrogen carbon, hydrogen sulfide or ammonia are the reducing agents. Then here are some examples. In solid states, carbon, all metals, there will be no exceptional case. All metals are reducing agent. In the liquid state, hydrogen peroxide, if you will see physically, hydrogen peroxide, its formula is, its hydrogen peroxide, its formula is H2O is the water, but H2O2 is the molecular formula of hydrogen peroxide. Pure hydrogen peroxide, it will be more or less transparent like water. Anyway, then hydrogen iodide. What will be the formula of hydrogen iodide? Hi, hydrogen iodide. Hydrogen bromide, hydrogen chloride. My dear students, while we were studying acid and base, HCl stands, or it is found in, it can exist in two states. Either it will be in the gaseous state or it will be in the aqueous state, means liquid state. When it is in gaseous state, we will say it is hydrogen chloride gas, and when it is aqueous, means it is in acid, it will be acid, will be called hydrochloric acid. It will be called hydrochloric acid. So dear students, this was for today. Next, in our next class, we will see theory of electrolytic dissociation and characteristics of electrolysis. Once again, I would like to remind you that the tentative date of your exam is your 30th July. It may be taken 1 or 2 days before 30, or it may go 1 or 2 days after 30. So for that, you have been given the time 13th of this month, that's your Monday, 9 to 10. You have to submit your assignment copies, and These marks will be sent to Delhi if Corona continues till the end of your session. How you will get marks? So these marks will be sent to Delhi by your hard disk. We will be unable to help you by any means. Now if you are getting 40, it is in our hand that we will, so that you are getting 70 or 80. But if they ask for hard copy, that marks what you will gain in the exam will be the final one. So what I have told you, mind it, take it seriously. And regarding fee and this, we have already discussed that before exam, the date was given 10 to 10 till 10 or 11, no bus fee, no digital fee, no computer classes fee, only tuition fee, and this that should be cleared on or before 11 or 12. So wish you all the best. Bye bye.